Okay guys, listen up please. Now I know we're in Thailand and the temptation is there to get a little carried away. And obviously we have a big game tomorrow night, so absolutely zero alcohol please. But otherwise, I'm going to trust you guys and give you free rein tonight. Now as young single guys, the temptation is obviously going to be there to sample some of the local wildlife. But I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this, but some of the women in this country, they're not exactly what they seem. Oh, well, hello there, young lady.
Hello, handsome.
Boss, how are you doing?
Not a chick, mate.
Riston, shut your face, mate. You're just jealous.
You love me long time?
Yeah, sure thing, love. Let's get out of here.
Woo.
Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 14 of Western United, and we're here in Thailand ahead of our Champions League game against Changrai, I think you pronounce it, United. We're also going to play West Sydney Wanderers today. I don't know about you guys, I'm really tired today. Bit of a late night last night for me. But we started the medical centre, and it's not good news. Panos Armenicus, cruciate ligament done. 5 to 8 months. That is not a good one, and it leaves us looking a little to very short in wide areas, because he could play on the left, he could play on the left, he could play on the right. Yeah, so it's a bad one too, isn't it? So he's done for the year. He will hopefully be back near enough to the start of next season, and given that he's one of our higher wage earners as well, yeah, that's not ideal at all. But anyway, before we get to our Champions League game today, let's have a look at what's happened since last episode, starting with our league match against Wellington Phoenix. So not much happened in that one, but we were the better team. We had the better players, but you can see our defense played well. Our goalkeeper was arguably the best player on the pitch, so that doesn't bode well. It was just a game, I think, just generally lacking in quality in front of goal. But I do feel as though it was a game, a really big missed opportunity for us to win. But like I say, Koto played well, and we made a couple of really good saves as well. The next game, the last game to catch you up on, is our league game against the Newcastle Jets. We scored the only goal of the game early on, thanks to Diamante's bullet header from Corey Brown's cross. So there we go, just the one goal to catch you up on as it turns out. We were dominant in this game, even before you can see they got a red card for an assault, a two-footed lunge. It was vicious just after half-time there, but we were dominating before that. We should have won by many more goals. We didn't, but we got the 3 points, and that's what matters. A really good defensive performance, so you can see they did not register a single shot on target. So that was really good to see. And let's have a look at what all that means for the league tables here. And you will see that, there we go, we're a point off top. We still have that game in hand now on the Central Coast Mariners as well. So we're in a decent enough position. And today's second game is against, of course, the West Sydney Wanderers. They are still within striking distance of us, only 5 points back, but they have played 2 more games, so that's in our favour there. And you can see the Champions League group here. We won 1, lost 1 last time out against the other 2 big teams in the group, the South Koreans and the Chinese. We go against Changrai today. They have not scored yet. Maybe they have scored, but they've got a negative goal difference of 8. We need to be getting 6 points away to these guys, and then at home as well. Let's have a look at the team that we're sending out. Now, given that this is a midweek game, we do have West Sydney Wanderers coming up so soon. We have had to change a few things here. So we are the favourites, as you would expect, given their recent form. They're a Cesar Diaz coach team, it looks like. You can see we don't know too much about them because the Thai league in game, got that right eventually, doesn't exist. So this is how we're expecting them to play, a very narrow 10, basically, it looks like, doesn't it? So we're going to have our work cut out. We're going to have to get down the sides of them, and that's, I think, the only way that we're going to get through them, because they're just, yeah, well, you saw the heat map. So there's their key pass, and this is the team that we're sending out now. I'm taking a very big selection risk here, and it's not our strongest team going out for this one. It's still a good team, but not our strongest. So Koto goes in goal. It's Ali Abbas, Gollum, Burgess, and Pereira as the back 4. Wilson back from injury. He goes in midfield with Swansoir for this one. Vidicic down the right. Diamante and Tillo comes in down the left. Follow Me goes up top. Let's hope this team is strong enough to beat the Thais. The reason we've had to do this, what's twofold, is A, you may have seen that in the medical centre, we have a lot of match fatigued players, and B, West Sydney Wanderers is a tougher game than this one, so I'm really hoping that this is going to be enough, so we can go full strength in the league. Come on, lads, show me what you can do tonight. Yeah, go full strength in the league, and then still have enough with these players to get the job done here. Now, obviously, I wouldn't have done this if I didn't think that this team was good enough. But yeah, time will tell. When I am telling them to exploit the flanks, yes, I am. Yeah, so we'll just have to see. We've gone with Follow Me because he's strong in the air as well. And again, he should be strong enough. We should be good enough, but should doesn't get you goals, does it? Come on, boys. Francois is already looking complacent. He does that because he's not happy with me because we sent him out on loan and we didn't. He's done well there, though. Francois in for Diamanti. Diamanti lays it back there for Wilson. Obviously, as I said, returning from his injury, which is good because it gives us a little bit more depth in midfield. Now we're just lacking it in wide areas. There's Ali Abbas, who can play as a winger. We might need to look to use him in that position as this season goes on with no Amanicus for the rest of it. This is looking good. Diamanti's there. Diamanti, turn and shoot, mate. It's there for Pereiras. Pereiras gets into the area. He's done really well. Can he square it back? He can. It's Follow Me. Back for Diamanti. And Diamanti sticks it away. And it's 1-0 to Western United. There we go. That took a little bit of time to come. But when it did come, that was a nicely worked move, wasn't it? Pereiras did really, really well. And good composure too. Once he'd beaten his man on the outside here, really, really good composure to pick out a teammate. Follow Me. Did what really he only could do. And Diamanti stuck that away with absolute precision. 6th goal of the year for our senior citizen, and that is just what we needed, I think. Hopefully now we can kick on, break their spirits, and really go on and make sure we get a good result here. Now, goal difference could be important if it is going to be a tight group. I can't remember if there's head-to-head. I think it does come down to head-to-head first. Here we go with Tillo, who's looked really good of recent times. He's picked out Vidicic there nicely. Can Vidicic go himself? Vidicic across the face of goal. Could he have maybe done a Pereiras there and looked to find Follow Me in the middle? Here we go again. If we can get a second goal, you'd say it's just about all over, wouldn't you? Oh, we've nicked that there. Can we win that back? They've lumped it. We're there with the Gollum. We still don't have possession, though. This is looking a little bit dangerous. He's offside, isn't he, Ref? Ref, offside. Koto! Missed it anyway. I'd like to see if that was offside. It looked certainly close to it, didn't it? Let's maybe give it a concentrate here when we can. Coming into the break. It's a bit late now. We'll just leave it. I mean, it's dominant. It could be a lot better, though, couldn't it? We're going to have to... You know what we might say? Things are going well. You capable of improvement. It wasn't bad by any means, but we only at that 1 goal up, and that means we're still in a position where a mistake could cost us. Anybody else not playing particularly well? We'll get the motivated guy with a bit of passion, and then we might just calm. There's a lot more to come from the rest of you, please. And thank you, boys. Follow Me. You got a nice assist, mate. We'd like to see you score one, though, if possible. We don't have too many options on the bench because we need them for West Sydney Wanderers. The only person we do have is Reese Gardner. We could look to bring him on. He's only really a striker, and we only really have Follow Me up there right now. This has gone really narrow all of a sudden over there, but SIPG's taken the lead away from home. Away from home to the South Koreans. Now, they beat us at their place, so that's not a great result for us. Hopefully, they can pick up a draw there, that Jeju can come back and pick up a draw. All right, here we go. It is Ali Abbas with a little bit of time and space. What's he going to do? Rolls it down there for Tillo. Go on, Tillo. Show us what you've got, mate. Can he get a cross in? He can. It's back post. It's Vidicic, and Vidicic sticks in the second. And that should now, hopefully, see us through to the end here. It's not the most convincing win, but what it is, it's the second string, essentially. Vidicic is not second string, but otherwise it's second string. Let's give them some praise. And we've gone here, we've got a result, which means we can take the West Sydney Wanderers game with our full-strength team. And yeah, let's hope that will serve us well on the next game in the weekend as well. I'm not going to change anything. You know what we might do, actually? Let's take Diamanti off. We'll stick Reese Gardner on. It's a good opportunity to give him some game time. And we'll just go 2 up top. Which is absolutely fine. He can play as a deep lying forward. All right. Show us what you can do there, mate. That looks good. If we do have no number 10, a deep lying forward could be a decent role to be playing him in here. We'll give him some more praise. See if we can get a third just to help pad the goal difference a little bit. We've absolutely dominated the game, though. It doesn't look as though there is going to be any more goals, but a solid professional away performance, I think we'd call that. 2 goals on the night. We'll take it and run. 3 points. We will say, don't let that go to your heads, boys. It was good. Oh, wasn't that good, though. Come on. So there we go. Western United hammer Changrai United. More money in the bank. And I tell you what, finances have hit the red for the first time this saved, so that's not ideal. We've got a nice little ski resort going there, if nothing else, haven't we? So that's becoming a problem. I'll be honest, it is definitely becoming a problem. But what can you do? Now, I've just noticed that our wage budget has gone down. I wonder, does that mean that Armenicus is off of our wage budget now? No, he's not. Look, we're pushing. That's what you call managing the salary cap, isn't it? Anyway, if I have a quick look at the Champions League group stage, we'll see that SIPG did win away from home in South Korea. So it's all ties at the top. 6 points from 3 games for the 3 of us. It is nail-biting group stage, isn't it? But guys, wait right there. We've got Western United in the league coming up next. No, we don't. We've got Western Sydney Wanderers in the league coming up next. Okay, welcome back. We are at Western Sydney Wanderers Stadium, the Parramatta. I forget what it's called now. It's not called Parramatta Stadium anymore, but what is it called now? It's something new anyway. We're up against a Marcus Babbel coach team. We know all about them. We are the favourites for this one, despite having played in midweek. You can see there they are sitting, as we said at the start of the episode, 4th in the table. 2 games played more than us and 5 points back. So if they win this, it just draws them back into contention. And at the same time as we're playing, top of the table, it just doesn't sound right. Central Coast Mariners are playing against Melbourne City as well. And Melbourne City are just on the edge of the playoffs. So if they could do us a favour and we could get a win, we could end the episode top of the A-League, which would be really, really nice. Now, they're an attacking, standard playing style team. We are expecting them to come out and play this 5-3-2 formation. You can see there their positional heat map. A little bit compact. There's definitely some space down the sides if we want to try and exploit it. Passing network there. They do like to pass out from the back. I'm not sure if I fixed that up in the tactics. Remind me to do that. We can see there a lot of their key passes are longer passes. So we just want to be a little bit cautious of that. So we're going to set a bit of no man's land in terms of defensive line. We might need to drop it back though. So this is the team we're sending out. It's back to more length, full strength. It's Koto in goal. It's Brown, Jonathan, Bright, and Risen as the back 4. We're going to play a half-back in this one because they do have the 2 strikers up top. So Wilson's going to play that with Pennington and Pasquale in front of him. Vidicic stays on the right wing. Maega comes in to play on the left. And Josh Thomas, our Welsh wizard, he's back up top. And we do have a youngster on the bench in, is it Brent Campbell here? Brenton Campbell. We're a little bit lacking in numbers, so we're going to give him a game on the bench. He's been training well, so we'll just kind of see how he goes. And if the game is going really, really well, or hopefully not, or really, really badly, we might even look to give him a debut here as well, I think. So what do we want to say to this? Pick up where they left off. I mean, we were decent enough, weren't we? Do we want to go with that? No, I'm going to say, come on, lads, keep the run going. We've been doing okay lately. League form, hasn't been fantastic, with 0-0 and a 1-0, so let's hope we can get some goals in this one. So we know West Sydney is a good team, don't we? So I think their league position, they're defending champions after all, so maybe their league position is not quite reflective of exactly how good they are. They've still got the same coach as last year. Nothing has really changed in that sense. So I'm expecting a tough game here. If we were to get a point away from home to West Sydney, it's probably not the worst thing that could happen to us. But ideally, I'd like to see us taking all 3. Obviously, that goes without saying, doesn't it? Haven't seen anything come through. I'm really confused why that's so narrow after this most recent update. But anyway, Wilson's there. And he loses out to Bosanic. Of Hearts fame, of course. We had him in FM20. That's a ball over the top. Duke is there. Duke! And it's a save from Kurto. Keeps our clean sheet. Now, he just caught up to the Socceroos in real life, didn't he, for today's game? Which I actually probably should see if there's a score for that yet. I think it's in Jordan, isn't it? So it wouldn't be yet. Hopefully, the Socceroos have done well for us there, though. And that's a block behind for another corner. Not the sort of group of highlights we wanted to see, and that's gone over. I thought that was going in. We might give it a demand more here, perhaps. We haven't been great, really, have we? Jonathan's having a poor game. So is Bailey right at the back. Maega, he's just got to play now, doesn't he? Because we don't have Armenicus. I'm going to say that wasn't good enough, boys. I really don't think that was good enough. Who's lost confidence? Bailey Wright, you're fine, mate. Just unbelievable. He'll be fine. We do have Burgess on the bench. Worst case scenario, we'll bring him on. Here we go. It could be a great start to the half. Risdon throws it in. It's headed away by Golek. Wilson in there for Pennington. Back for Pasquale. What's he got for us? Wilson, look at the overlap. Perhaps there. There it is. It's Corey Brown. Can he get a ball in? We have not seen Josh Thomas yet, have we? Are we going to see him now? Brown, get it in, mate. Get it in. You're taking too much time, mate. Get it in. Maega. Back for Pennington. Have it, mate. It goes back for Wilson. Somebody... It's patient. I like it. They have way more patience than their coach. Risdon down the outside. Can he pull it back? There's no one in the middle. He pulls it back now. It's Pasquale. He just goes to the same area. Maega's there. Maega sticks it away. There we go, Maega. Always loved you on the left wing, mate. Never had a doubt. What a start to the second half that is. Let's give them some praise because I ripped into them at half time, didn't I? And it took less than a minute, or maybe a little bit more than a minute, and we've gone and taken the lead. That highlight seems like it takes 5 minutes, didn't it? Good ball from Pasquale. We know Maega's good in the air. It's only his 4th goal of the year. I really thought when we signed him, he was going to be a stunning signing for us. He'd bang them in. And he did okay, didn't he? The first sort of the 6 months after we signed him last season. But this year, he just has not kicked on at all. Is this going to be another Western highlight here? Pasquale has it in midfield. Back there for Wilson. He's got a man on. Goes out there for Risdon. For Pasquale. They are putting a little bit more pressure on us now, it looks like. Wilson. Nice ball for the Welsh wizard. Pasquale, can he play it through? He can. Vidicic is there. Is Vidicic? Oh, it's a horrible shot. I think he was dizzy from his pirouette, judged off that. I am still looking at Bailey Wright. He's playing a 6-3, so here we go with Josh Thomas. Oh, he's gone past one. He's burnt past another. Josh Thomas, can he finish? No, he cannot. It's a decent save from the keeper, but he did so well to get into that position. It's another highlight. The game has just woken up in the second half here. You'd hate to have your seats at this end, wouldn't you? Because nothing happened there in the first half, and it's all Western United in the second half. There it is. I thought it was going to be a better ball than that, but Risdon still has it. Can he get across in? He can. Back post. It's Maega again. It's headed away this time. And, I'm going to hit on the break. It's Mitch Duke again. Mark your man in the middle there. Mark your man in the middle. It's there. Oh, it's a miss. Did we do just enough, perhaps, to put him off? It's Apopothelis. It's Jonathan that's having the poor game. Bailey Wright's actually picked on a little bit. It's another West Sydney highlight. Having seen that counter-attack, I'm wondering if we should drop the line a little bit. But then, Bosanic should have done better. Can we give them a concentrate shout here? Boys, please. Apothelis on a booking. I think we might call it on him. He's just not having a good day, is he? I did get asked about him in the pre-game tunnel thing, and I thought he's been playing okay, which is why Burgess hasn't got back in. But something that I've said in that has just absolutely got to his head, so we're going to take him off now. Hopefully we're not already wasted too much time making that change. Or have we? We have, because that's him right there, isn't it? No, that's Bailey Wright. It's 1-1. And it was Jonathan that gave the ball away for that chance, so in a way we did wait too long. There, look at this. Gives the ball away. It's a horrible pass. He's just completely misunderstood it, hasn't he? You can see he's looking for Thomas up there. And then he's just standing around admiring his work. Kurto could have done a little bit better as well, I think. But off he goes in disgrace. Bailey Wright's had a poor game as well, hasn't he? And suddenly, having taken the lead and looked good, Western United's come right back into this. Now, have they changed formation, I wonder? Can we get to that? No, we can't. Not quite. We sold ourselves short. Oh, we're looking horrible all of a sudden. What has happened to us? Boys, have they changed formation? They have. They're going to a 4-4-2. What do we want to do to... Okay, you know what we need to do to change that? One thing we need to do is marking arrangements for the start. Now, that could be why we look all at sea. You're on the left. You need to mark the right back. And you're on the right, so you need to mark the left back. And this is probably left back, please. There we go. That probably explains a little bit why we suddenly look all at sea, I would suggest. Gregorowski, whatever his name is. So there we go. Hopefully that will just tighten us up a little bit defensively, because that was not looking particularly good there for a while, was it? Come on, boys. Let's get creative here. Let's show them what we can do. Come on. Is there anything here for us? Vidicic is having a poor game. Is there someone we can bring on for him? We could bring Follow Me on, and we could stick Thomas out wide. That works, doesn't it? And I'm wondering, let's maybe exploit the flanks here as well. Let's try and get our wide players involved. Come on, boys. Show some passion here. What have you got for me? Dig deep. Is there anything? Wilson's looking tight. I'm going to give Brenton Campbell a game. We're going to stick Pennington back into that role so he can play it. What does he like to play? He's a central midfielder on attack. I don't think we need one on attack. Let's put you on support and see how you do. All right, we'll give the youngster a go. Are we going to have a hero? Doesn't look like it. No, it ends 1-1. Well, I don't think that's the worst result, as I say, away from home. I didn't see any scores coming up. Apothelis just had an absolute shocker, didn't he? Absolute stunk the place out. I'm going to say... Do we say unlucky, perhaps? We'll say unlucky. Yeah, get a bit of confidence going. So there we go. We battled to draw. We started the second half so well, didn't we? And it looked like we were going to go on and win the game, and then just got outdone there by Marcus Babbel, perhaps. So there we go. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. We do find ourselves still a point back, so the other game must have finished in the draw as well. How do we find that out? Can we go back here? Wait, go back again? No, can't go back again. Anyway, it must have been a draw because why have I got brain freeze here and I can't figure out how to see what the other score was? Anyway, it has to have been a draw because I can just do that, can't I? 0-0. There we go. It's been a long day. So there we go. We are 1 point back. A game in hand still, though. So as you were at the top, we've still got Brisbane Roar covered, even though they have that game in hand. So all in all, a relatively successful episode, that one, guys. If you have enjoyed it, as I said, please do hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And we'll be back next time. I think what we'll do is we'll come back for Jeju home and Brisbane Roar away. We want to try and kick on to these playoffs if we can, because we've essentially booked ourselves a spot in the playoffs at this point. We're well clear. So let's just get to the playoffs, hopefully see if we can get out of the Champions League group. That's the big challenge we have now, isn't it? And there's still, let's face it, there's still a league title here to win as well. Although it doesn't mean it's not as important because the champions are sort of technically the grand final winners. But anyway, guys, we'll be back tomorrow to see how we do. Until then, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.